Guys, so from Kyiv, we are now at Independence Square. I don't know how to get used to this kind of weather where it's fog, lots of rain. I have to wait until evening when it stops raining because I need to use my camera outside. And it's getting dark and it's only something like 6:30. Okay, anyway, I'm trying to have my summer mood and all the positive vibes and sun inside. And where is my Misha? Misha, he is with me in my pocket, and today we have this amazing jacket. I guess this from US. I have some label there. When I was teenager, I have more time, like bunch of time to spend somewhere and less money. My hobby was to spend like to go there and dig something cool in second hand in the vintage market. So it's from there. And recently I found this in my grandma's home. So this jacket I bought maybe 15 years ago, and I have no idea how old it is. So I just changed some furniture and ready to wear, but it's a little bit chilly. I rather wearing something warmer tomorrow. So guys, I enjoying that Kyiv has the electricity, gas, and no shortages. I'm doing my laundry non-stop after my trip and getting ready for, who knows, soon shortages nearest Russian attack, because many cities of Ukraine is remain without the electricity, even without gas. This I'm going to talk today in this video. Not much news, not much tragic news, thankfully, but really Russia is working hard on our gas and transport trains and our electricity grid. So probably this winter will be tough. Not sure about how Kyiv and west part of Ukraine, it could be or normal or very bad or with some shortages, but we okay, because what I'm saying, like, without electricity but not under Russian army, we live in during the war, we have to be expecting, and maybe during the war don't have electricity and some problems. It's kind of relatively normal, like, I don't know what to say, like, our country is at war. Right now is no air siren, people getting home from work, and so what we can expect? Yeah, lots of rainy and chilly. So, but you know, we continue living our life and living despite everything. So guys, thank you so much for watching my channel. I read all your almost all your comments, and thank you for buying me matches, coffees, becoming sponsors of my channel, and really thanks for nice words and support. Also, I sometimes didn't mention the source of where I get any news. It's official information. I get used for only official while I work with foreign media in Ukraine, and we only allowed to use like mayors or like city council, like something like proved. And in my latest video, I said that part of Lviv were without electricity because of the recent massive attack there. And I see in the comments and even one email that foreign guests stayed in Lviv and nothing happened, like it was attacked but they had the electricity, everything fine. But I follow Mayor Andriy Sadovy, Mayor of Lviv, and he said in his channel that part of Lviv were without the electricity, and post different photos and videos, but I assuming it was not the central part where usually tourists and guests even of Ukraine, like when I travel to Lviv, I stayed in the central area, maybe outskirts in some part of Lviv, but he didn't specify what exactly. So I hope in everything great with the electricity, because what I see photos from Shostka, it's in Sumy region, the people there remain without gas and electricity, and they cooking outside. It's just no gas, no electricity after recent Russian attacks. And what I see that the cities and that close to Russia, close to the front lines, Russia just targeting them as Poltava, Pryluki, Shostka, Chernihiv, Sumy, Kharkiv. All this part is like constantly under the attack, especially on infrastructure. They waiting when this cold weather is coming. So okay, I show you around. and I have my script about news, and we will walk and talk. Thank you guys so much for your supporting, and let's have a look of Khreshchatyk. And yeah, it's getting dark and a little bit foggy, but thankfully there is no rain. I can do the video. I even see pink sky, lots of cars, flags for the fallen soldiers, our Stella of Independence, and Maidan. Gray skies, and there is no sun nearest 2 weeks for sure. Yeah, let's walk across Khreshchatyk, along Khreshchatyk Street. So guys, let's talk about news and numbers. I have my script, and about last night, it was many drones came. Around midnight it was aerial siren in Kyiv, but I see many drones came to Kryvyi Rih and most to like south and east part of Ukraine. So Kyiv during the night was quiet. It was 183 drones and we intercept 154. Yes, and later I see that 22 drones hit 11 locations. Also, power and heat and power plant. I have not seen the specific location where is this located. Only information that 2 workers was injured is from our electricity office, let's say DTEC. Ukraine Energo was reported with no location or details. But also in the news appeared information that in Nizhyn 4,500 civilians are without electricity because of recent Russian attack on electricity grid. Maybe because it's there, I don't know, somewhere on the east part they hit the TETs. It's good that we didn't post about location because we don't want to let Russians knowing where we have weak part in our air defense system, or which drones we missed out because they can use the same route. So, and also about Nizhyn, like, hey guy, are you kidding me? I crossed the street on green and he's continued driving. Anyway, if I'm talking on camera, it doesn't mean that I'm not watching the road. Okay, so, and in Nizhyn also all the trains from Nizhyn are not delayed, they cancelled. So I followed today in Ukrzaliznytsia and they just stop operating. So we will see. And what's else to say? What else I have in my yeah, today exactly marks 3 years of blown up of Crimea Bridge. It was great operation, and it was a cargo truck that carrying 21 tons of different explosives, and we have all these amazing photos and videos from this Crimea Bridge. So it was 8th of October 2022. Just nice and cool reminder and cool memories of this of that day. So about Nizhyn I mentioned, and also I found the information that Russia carried out more than 26 attacks on Ukraine energy facilities in the last 24 hours. According to the Energy Minister Svitlana Hrynchuk, she said that we shared a list of what we need with G7, and Ukraine even asked for use details, not for new one, for replace these things under the attack. So partners are being asked to provide additional equipment, not only new but used units that can replace the damaged ones. And among the key priorities, it's building up natural gas reserves, because I think this winter one of the priorities is gas, because you know, this year we finished the contract that we have since 2019, and yeah, Russia is attacking not only electricity but also our gas places. So, what else? What else? Don't want to be a little bit pessimistic, but it's according to what I see in the internet with how much places are without electricity. I'm really, and like I have a little bit like dark street. I see the Khrushatyk, this street, don't turn on lights. Usually this time it should be. Just to see like we have now electricity from shops, from bars, but it's kind of dark during this time. I don't remember that Khrushatyk in summer was somewhere saving the street light. Okay, but we will see. We will see. Also, some good news from Russia. We continue attacking them, military bases, oil refineries, and try to make a collapse in their economy. So in Novosibirsk, the plant was on fire. It's this plant, Novosibirsk. Yeah, this plant was related for military and like military equipment. So I followed this. I found this video in Russian Telegram channel. So little step by step, Ukrainian drones attacking Russian places, and we, of course, I see following the news about Tomahawks from Trump, and he says something unclear about or we getting them or not, because some politicians say it's like positive or negative. So I don't know. I don't see the concrete details, because in the same part he don't want to escalate this war, and we don't know. But with Tomahawks we can strike Russian deep inside, and we have also our flamingos that can fly inside Russia and strike Russia deep. And about the Zelensky announced about, I don't remember, maybe half year ago, about massive production of these flamingos. So we will see. We will see how much it change if we have Tomahawks or not. And also I'm a little bit worried about our air defense system, because somewhere I see that Russian rockets, I don't remember, Reuters or Wall Street Journal wrote about that, can fly like better and aimed the places in Kyiv and all around Ukraine, and just passing by our air defense system, like their rockets become better, and air defense system cannot protect from them and intercept them. So we will see, because the last significant thing was when Russian hit parliament. Parliament here on Maidan. I guess it was September, like recently, maybe months ago. So, and it is considered like one of the remains as like one of the protected place in Ukraine, because it's capital, Kyiv, and there is our president and ministers and, you know, like this government quarter, and it still was under attack. So we will see what's going on this winter, and if we don't have the electricity, maybe we'll have some shortages. I already have the experience with this during hot summer when we have 38 degrees Celsius. It was just tough. I'm even not sure when was more difficult, having the winter in 2022 without electricity or summer, because it was extremely hot. I couldn't work and concentrate, and it was just your brain is just boiling. And winter is also like dark, and I don't know, your life is dependent according to electricity schedule. When you have these 2 hours, you're trying to wash your hair, do some laundry, cook something. So it's like, I don't know, people, even when they have the electricity from 3 a.m. till 5 a.m., they even set up the alarm to do some things at home, because really we have to live somehow and cook something and eat something. So I will see. So what else to say? I think that's it for today. I continue following the news. Looks like, I don't know what to say more. Thankfully there were not massive and huge attacks on residential buildings recently. But we know sooner or later that Putin going to do so, because he trying to freezing us during this winter or make the genocide that we will surrender. So we'll see. We'll see. We don't know the future, but let's hoping for the best. So guys, thank you so much for watching my video. Thank you so much for your support and comments and likes, for matches, becoming sponsors of my channel, and really thank you. And see you very soon. Have a good productive day, evening, and goodbye from Kyiv. Hope you have better weather than we, because sometimes October in Kyiv is really sunny, good, with orange leaves and everything great, but now it's just like And I see like you guys like some personal stories from traveling abroad or something that's happened with me, and I have not shared this nowhere on my Instagram, like even with some friends, because it's very shameful. Some really loser story of my travel last year. It actually could be like my first time in US, my first night in US, because last year I visited US twice. First it was in June to Washington and a little bit New York, and second time it was for 1 month. And I did a video, and I have more videos that I wanted to publish, editing, because it's like I have lots of content I shooting like 1 month, and still something unpublished. But I want to talk about my experience in US for the first time, because I got my visa, working and travel visa, on May 2024, and we traveled to rehabilitation to playing golf in the Andrews Court base with our veterans, because it was like golf as a part of rehabilitation. So they trained in Kyiv, and we've been traveling there. So it was a sponsorship program. Let's put this in this way. But I have not shared how my journey started. To be honest, when I worked, it was a little bit disorganization, and like I feel there was like many things go out of the order, and I finished working there after like last summer. I didn't work there for a long time. So, long story short, to get to US, it's like you have to have lots of energy, because I took the train from Kyiv to Poland. From Poland, we have the flight, maybe we stopped somewhere, I even don't remember. Then from there, the flight to Washington. So it was like a long trip, and plus jet lag, because it's like, I guess, 8 hours difference or 6, something like this, 6 hours probably. So, and I arrived like completely tired, a little bit lost, because something like you travel during the day and you arrive during the day too. So you're sleepy, you're tired, long way from Ukraine, and it's time to check out in the hotel. And there, each room was for 1 room for 2 girls and 1 room for 2 boys, something like this. It's like 2 and 2. And I arrived, and there were a girl who was like manager, and she's Ukrainian, also traveled. Like we were a group of people been getting there. Like someone arrived yesterday, and we with veterans, I remember, arrived like this day. So everyone is checking in, and I understand like I'm in this hotel where we all living, and having our event tomorrow in this lobby of hotel, like next morning, early morning, and for nearest days too. So we have to live there and work there. And I understand I'm out of the list, so I don't have the place to stay. And I spoke with the reception, and they didn't have empty room at all. And like everything is like packed, and they told me like, wait, we will figure out something. So I was waiting till the when everyone is check-in, and the girl was like she stayed there already like 2 days. She was like fully rested. She was like and she was responsible for making that everyone has their place. And she was like busy and say like, yeah, figure out something for yourself. It was her mistake that she didn't book nothing for me. I was out of the list, and I was like, okay. I scroll in the internet, and I see that they have the room for tonight. It was approximately $1,000, $1,500. I was like, Jesus, US is really expensive. Like I even didn't look for expensive hotels, just somewhere, some hotel, $1, $1,000 and more. I also wrote this to my boss, and he said, like, speak with Veronica. I was like, okay. And I talked to her, and she was just like, she doesn't care. And I talked with the hotel. I say, maybe you can find something for me. And they say, like, sorry, ma'am, you can check out only tomorrow. Okay, I have to spend one night somewhere. And maybe I was just too tired or so, but it was such a cool. I found hotel for $400 or for $300, don't remember, something like this, maybe even more, close to 400. I was like, okay, now it's time to eat. And you know, when I booked the hotel and decided to leave the lobby, she said, like, if just in case you can stay with me, because she's living alone. I was like, it was right in time, but like after hours, maybe 1 hour and a half, I was scrolling for where I'm going to stay the night, tired and so on. And plus, we were working in airport and everywhere, and I have to do my work. I also was like kind of busy because like everyone was doing something. It was like a lot of like mess and disorganization there a little bit. Everyone like giving their task to someone else, and we're just trying to get ready. So anyway, it was not my event and so on. So I think like, okay, I have to get ready for tomorrow and go now to eat and check in. So it was already like 6 or 7 p.m. when I figured out everything. I had my dinner, ordered Uber to another part of Washington, and I arrived and understand, Jesus, I booked not refundable hostel. I was like, okay, I'm going to survive this, you know. In my younger age, I survived different things, but not anymore. But like, okay, anyway. But I entered there, and it's the man room. I was like, great, and I have the second bed, and they don't have anything else. So it's so hard for me. Was usually like in Euro, you can book something within like, but in the evening, find a place to stay in Washington was a problem. So I understand, like, okay, it was like late 9 or 10 p.m. and I understand, okay, I tried to go to bed on the second floor, but I was a little bit worried and I couldn't fall asleep at all. And I understand I have to be at work tomorrow at 7 a.m. to get prepared for everything, for all event that started at 10 or 11 a.m. And I understand I couldn't fall asleep, like it was already 3, 4 a.m. and I remember it was like early, and I chatted with my grandma because it was maybe morning there, I don't know, or evening, something like that. So I remember it was 4 a.m. and I was chatting with my grandma. So I understand, I lost my sleep and I completely tired. So I understand, okay, we will wait for morning, find somewhere breakfast, take the luggage and come back to this hotel, do the work, and they will have the room for me from 3 p.m. I was like, great. Because there was just some man, someone snored, so it was just, you know, but hostel looks clean, you know, at least it was good. There were me and 3 guys. I was like, great. And morning start also early from 6 a.m. Someone take a shower, and it's not okay. My plan is, I was already tired. My plan is like, wait when they going to leave, and I can take a shower, being late for work, because actually I have a great excuse. I somewhere else in Washington, somewhere spending the night in good hotel. I'm staying like with some guys, and tired and so on. So I was like, okay, great. So one guy left and another guy left, and I decided to go out of my second floor and go down, and I was just tired. Now I speak about this positively, but for me it was a little bit drama that morning. I walk down and I see red underwear laying on the floor. I was like, Jesus Christ. I just walk and see maybe he's sleeping. It was like we have some curtain. I was like, Jesus, like I hate hostels. What is going on? It's just like, this is underwear and some and I checked the bathroom. It was a little bit, you know, I didn't want to take a shower there, but at least I decided to wash my hair, because like hair is important. Because as I always said, when the full-scale invasion started, I don't know what was in my mind, but that morning on February 24th, I washed my hair. I cannot explain that. I scrolled the news and washed my hair. And you know what I figured out later? Later, a lot of women in Ukraine did the same things. I don't know, maybe it's something like, I don't know, we need the fresh hair. So I took a, don't remember if I took a shower because it was just, I washed my hair somehow. And why I remember this, because I tried to dry my hair, but it was a problem with the something was, but I couldn't have a huge something, or I cannot plug my things for dry hair, or it was very less, or I have to find some hair dryer. I remember that I cannot leave this place because I was hungry, I have a wet hair, I have to continue drying this and just escape. So thankfully I have not seen any guy in this room because I was waiting when 2 men left and one stayed, so I even didn't unpack. I was probably slept in what I arrived, so it was just something like just wash my hair. Or maybe unpacked, really, I don't remember. So after all this, I go for breakfast and it's like I'm late for my work for 3 hours. I send a message that I'm late for 3 hours. I couldn't be earlier than 10 or 11 because I don't have the place to sleep. And I was so tired, so sleepy. It's really jet lag. I have not slept the night. It was long travel. And I just, like I came there with my mood. If you want, you can send me back to Kiev. You can fire me. You can do whatever you like to. But being without sleep, food, and sleeping in some random place, and of course how you can sleep with, I couldn't sleep with some, in their, like in their room, some guys, and I'm in the US, so I don't know, like I didn't feel safe at all. So I just lay there and wait the morning. And honestly, I was just, I didn't care that much, and I came there. And honestly, people were a little bit stressed out, and this Veronica was like, Tanya, are you okay? I was like, I'm not going to talk with you till the end. And she told my boss that she offered me a couple of times to stay with her. And I was like, such a bullshit. She was waiting when I booked my room, paid for this room. And only then she offered, because she waited like 1.5 hours to offer that. She was busy and I was sitting scrolling in the lobby while going to sleep. Such a, but you know what I always say about these people? Like, how we can say, it's not her level to organize such a great event in US. Her level is like finding some, like, I don't know, small cafe in some village in Ukraine and doing some event there, because she made lots of mistakes. After these nearest days, I have to speak with her because she missed a lot of things there. It was just, I have no idea how she, like it was just, everything was falling apart. It was very stressed out. I saw her in the end by huge stress. She was, it was a big event actually. So she was up, let's say. So anyway, and I was late, and company paid me money for my place to stay. So, but what I understand, if I wouldn't be that tired, I would tell her, like, you have to find the room for me. I don't care. You're busy with work or not. But I was too tired, and it's not like, I'm like a person who used to, like, doing this, doing that, doing this. I was like, okay, I'm find something by my own. So this was my, I hope, last time to stay in the hostel. Really, don't recommend. Really, don't recommend. One room with strangers, not girls, with common bathroom and toilet. So just like, thanks, no anymore. So like that. And yeah, sometimes when I see like my nice photos from travels, like nice, like I can dress up very nicely, and some people thinking that I'm like a spoiled princess or something, but sometimes I feel I'm kind of really, sometimes it's such a strange situation that princess couldn't leave. So anyway, next morning I slept well, rested well, and this was my really the very first night and impression of America. So yeah, but I didn't count this night because it was my working trip, and later in some months I came to US and was just stayed there 1 month. It was like, much better time. And what I usually say, sometimes I have like so bad situation, and sometimes it's like very great situation. And like I always, when it's like going on something with my life, I always say, like, for universe, like, balance, baby. It's like really balanced. Sometimes I can be just like in some very, I even cannot mention that, and I'm like very good level. So it's like ups and downs. So trying to take the life so serious, trying to stay positive, and after such amount of time. Of course, I'm smiley, but honestly, that time I was very drama and depressed lady in the world. Because, again, if you don't give me food and sleep... Okay, guys, that's it. Little bit stories. Oh my god, long story again. So, thanks for watching, and see you very soon. Misha saying goodbye. Misha is cold and he doesn't want to be outside.